I don't look like within, I don't see. I will never forget the 90s. Many nights I go to beg for mercy. Sickle cell been showing me crisis.
Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi-yi. It's not my birthday, but I got some cake. What you say? Say, bang bang any day, day. Zoom zoom on my way. Life's not like them. I didn't try for myself. VIP no regular. Can't copy this formula.
Oh, you know you the sex in my brain's head though. Girl, this your back in the asset though. Come make me spend on my house rent though. Say this your body in a project. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want back on me, she oh. Carry calamity oh.
Want on me, I want chop it like a banana.
My style shine like a diamond. Can you move sorry diamond? Let me lay your S. But don't jet in diamond.
She la low. Then they feel the music on my piano. This music now my ear.
Cause we've only begun. Cause we've only begun. We're moving on. And the moment you call, I'm showing up. If you want to see Joe Biden, then it's my line you're dialing. Mercy Boko, I'm buying whatever you're selling.
You make a good girl bad for the matter. When she whines, say she knows, say she better gone. Send me scores for the banter. When she enter party, go scatter gone. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Knocking on your door. Oh, 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 oh. Madai Kalame. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. I be knocking on your door. Oh, 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 oh. Ready to do many things. What is it of loving? Oh, 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 oh. Many things I can do for you.
If you let me do what I do for you.
Farabale fumi lola. Ale sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá dọ̀la. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi. Keep it all alone, my safari. Keep it all alone, my safari. Early mama.
It's the green and white season in Nigeria, which means we are celebrating our independence. 65 years of this journey of a nation called Nigeria. And of course, on the Medley Show today, we'll be splashing a lot of green and white, yes, in honor of our beautiful country. Pay no mind to my voice. Just enjoy all that would unfold today on the show. Welcome to the Medley Show. My name is Tochi, and I will be your host for the next 1 hour as we celebrate our great country, Nigeria, for the past 65 years. So what are we doing on the show today? We are celebrating Made in Nigeria. Yes, I'm going to be showing you a few things that are made in Nigeria, made by us, and we should, of course, celebrate them. And we're going to have something very, very special for you. Just you stick around for the next 1 hour, and you will enjoy this magic as we unfold it. The Medley Show. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of our conversation. I have wonderful guests in the studio with whom we will be talking about how to make Nigerian products global and competitive. But before you get to meet my guests, let's set the tone for the conversation with this next feature. It's titled The Journey of Nigerian Products. Enjoy. The Medley Show.
From the humble beginnings of our industrial rise to the tech-powered dreams of today, Nigeria has been crafting greatness for over 6 decades. Back in the early days of independence, one of the first household names to emerge was Premier Soap. Locally produced and lovingly lathered, it became a staple in Nigerian homes, scrubbing generations clean with pride. Around the same time, golden penny flour began feeding the nation, becoming the secret ingredient behind puff puff, chin chin, and that irresistible agege bread. These were more than products, they were part of our daily rhythm. As the years rolled on, Nigeria's fashion scene began to shimmer with its own identity. Adire, the hand-dyed fabric from Abuja, told stories in swirls and patterns, born with pride across the country. By the 1990s, a new kind of magic was brewing on screen. Nollywood exploded into the scene, capturing hearts with drama, comedy, and everything in between. It wasn't just entertainment, it was storytelling, Niger style. Meanwhile, in kitchens across the country, a new culinary obsession was born: Indomie noodles. Though foreign in origin, it became a Nigerian sensation once local production began. We didn't just eat it, we remixed it, spiced it, and made it our own. It was quick, tasty, and uniquely Niger. As the millennium turned, Nigeria's tech pulse began to beat louder. Xynox computers emerged as the first internationally certified Nigerian computer brand, proving that we could build the tools of the future right here at home. And then came innocent vehicles, rolling out cars, buses, and SUVs made for our roads by our hands. So from soap to solar, flower to fashion, film to fintech, Nigeria has been building, creating, and innovating with heart and hustle. These aren't just products. They are proof that when we make it here, we make it with pride. So next time you buy, stream, drive, or eat, ask yourself, is it made in Niger? Because if it is, it's made with love.
All right, welcome back. That feature was to set the tone of our very, very interesting conversation today. And today I'll be sharing the studio with three amazing women. Yes, as we celebrate Made in Nigeria. Please don't come for me. Don't say there's no gender balance. The men will join us shortly, but let's start with the women for now. First up, I'll be introducing Uzamaka Igweke. She's the CEO of Loomcraft Chocolate. So, Uzamaka, welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you so much.
You make Made in Nigeria chocolate.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about that shortly. Then next, I have Michaela Moye. She is she's a creative, she's a writer, a cultural producer, and a PR communications consultant, forgive me. You're welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you, Tucci.
All right.
It's great to be here.
And then joining us all the way from the United States of America is Elizabeth Atekoja. She's a strategy and digital transformation expert, and she did win the 2025 Tech Innovator of the Year. Elizabeth, welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, feeling great.
Oh, okay.
It's a great day.
All right.
Yes.
So we're celebrating Made in Nigeria, and we're all Nigerians. First of all, happy independence. How did you spend your independence? Let me start with you, Michaela.
Oh, I slept all day.
Oh no, that's not patriotic at all. Don't say that on my show. Let me come to you, Uza. No, I'm not going to let her tell us the sleep story. How did you spend yours?
Unfortunately, I was traveling.
All right. Michaela, you, I'm not Michaela. Elizabeth, you are in the United States of America. How did you spend, how was the independence spent in the diaspora? Please say something really nice.
Oh, well, in the diaspora, you know, it's always nostalgic for us because we're not at home.
Okay.
So at every opportunity to celebrate Nigeria, we take it, right? For me personally, in my home, I just use that opportunity to spend time with my boy to explain to him what we're doing and why that day is significant, because every opportunity to tie him back to Nigeria, I always take it on. So that's how we spent it. We didn't do anything elaborate. We didn't go out, but I do know there were a lot of activities, especially in the Dallas region. There were a lot of activities to celebrate Nigeria Independence Day.
Okay, fantastic. That looks like some activity. And way back home here, they were sleeping. No. Okay, let's get into the conversation anyway. I'll ask this question, yeah? When we say made in Nigeria, and I'll start with you, Uzo, because you are a producer, you make a product, the chocolate. So if, when we mention made in Nigeria, it always comes with some sort of mixed perception, maybe pride, skepticism. Some people say, oh, made in Nigeria is always fake or is not, it doesn't measure up to status. Yeah, maybe, let me put it that way. So you produce chocolate made in Nigeria. So talk to me, when we say made in Nigeria, what does the phrase mean to you?
The words that come to my mind are authenticity,
Okay.
number one.
I like.
Originality, and that's because flair, let's put it that way as well, because Nigeria is known for very unique stories, very unique culture, the food, the language. You know, when we mention made in Nigeria, that's exactly what comes to my mind, right? An opportunity for us to tell our own authentic story.
Okay.
And yes, in the past, people would associate Nigeria with maybe poor quality, substandard. But I think in the recent times,
It's been changing.
it's changing. There's this spirit of excellence, right, that we embody now. And there's this pride that comes when we get an opportunity to show off that excellence.
Okay. Kayla, you're a communications expert. So tell us, how would you communicate made in Nigeria? What does the phrase mean to you?
How would I communicate made in Nigeria? I like what you said about telling our authentic stories. I think if there's anything that we should be doing as far as made in Nigeria is concerned, is telling our stories. Who do we want the world to see us as? And that should show up in the quality of the products that we're producing. If it's food, you know, is it up to standard? Is it something that is exportable? And is it also good for use domestically? If it's from my own end, I belong in the literary world, right? So what kind of stories are we also telling from our short stories, our films, our series? I mean, I think Nigerian films are massive globally.
Right, true.
Right? And we've been on that journey for a long time. I think that we are telling our own stories. Not everybody might agree, but we're telling our own stories.
And they're as authentic as they come.
They are as authentic as they come. So that's what Made in Nigeria is, our stories.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. So, Michaela, why do I keep calling Elizabeth Michaela? This is Michaela. Elizabeth, maybe you look like a Michaela. I should christen you the name Michaela.
Maybe I should make that my middle name going
Okay,
forward.
yeah, maybe you
Michaela, I hope
should.
you don't
So that I
mind.
won't be wrong, but I call you Michaela. Anyway, so yeah, you heard the other ladies. What does the phrase made in Nigeria mean to you?
For me, made in Nigeria is not a label of origin. It's not about, oh, it was made in Nigeria. Like the other ladies have said, it's a statement of our identity, right? It's a statement of our potential. It represents how our creativity meets opportunity for us to go global, right? However, to the point of, you know, the challenges that Made in Nigeria is facing around trust, and according to what I think Michaela said earlier about we getting better lately, it is absolutely true. But how can we compete globally anyways, right? In the face of what's going on and the way the global dynamics is changing, I believe we can do that through technology. How are we producing? How are we doing our storytelling? How are we using digital transformation to scale our excellence into global opportunity? So that from my point of view, as a digital transformation specialist, what I always look at, how can technology help Made in Nigeria to scale globally? How can we use it to showcase our product, our services, our creativity in an authentic way that allows people to be able to, you know, gives us visibility, and then we gain trust. Because when you're visible, when people understand the process that you use and the standardization that is involved, right, they trust the product more. I feel like Made in Nigeria right now, globally, a lot of Nigerians in diaspora are already, you know, we're championing that cause. We want our product. We go everywhere with our products. We're talking about it. We're using our platforms from fintech and even up to fashion, entertainment, and all that. However, for us to go global and go outside of Nigerians, even in diaspora, we need to implement technology to help us to back everything we're doing with technology.
Okay, great. But we're going to get into the details of how we can use technology to push our Made in Nigeria products. But before we get to that part, let me speak to you, Uzo. You're producing a proudly Made in Nigeria chocolate. I mean, I can't even say that enough, you know. And I feel like it's a very competitive space where we have a lot of foreign chocolate. I mean, if someone travels abroad now, if Elizabeth is coming back to Nigeria, I would say, Elizabeth, please buy me chocolates. But you are making the same chocolate here. Let's talk about what inspired you to start producing it locally.
Okay, I started mostly because I couldn't find good quality chocolate at an affordable rate, right? So I
The
was
foreign
big.
ones were not good enough.
They were good, but they were kind of out
No,
of
you
reach.
can say they were not good enough. It's okay.
No. No, I'll be honest. They were okay, right? But they were just not accessible in terms of
Price.
I want to use in terms of price, right? And also availability, right? So I wanted to bake. If I want to bake, I would have to travel around to maybe 3 or 4 stores, and then when I get there, the price would just discourage you completely. So I wanted to solve that problem for me and my small business, because it's a side hustle. And, you know, the difficulties that I encountered just made me sit and think, why do we have so much cocoa, the main ingredient for chocolate, and nobody making chocolate? So I just typed on Google how to make chocolate at home.
Wow.
And, you know, it was a revelation, because you would assume it takes so much, or you would need a lot of equipment or some fancy ingredients, but all you need to make good quality chocolate is cocoa and sugar. And I can say the rest is history, right? I've had a lot of things happen from that time, a lot of interventions by companies, a lot of help, a lot of experimentation. But at the end of the day, you know, we have a product that, even though is made in Nigeria, is of global standard.
Nice. I like how you ended that statement, made in Nigeria for global standard. But, Michaela, you wear a lot of hats. We can sum it up as you being a creative, but you write, cultural producer, communications expert. But what I want to know is, how does storytelling and our culture, how does that branding help sell Nigeria? And by that, I mean our made in Nigerian product. It could be music, movies, fashion, whatever.
Yes. Well, let me put it this way. If I have written a book, for example, and it has, you know, the stories have merit, but it's not talking about how Nigeria is suffering, how Nigerians are in penury and all of that. We know that there might be a group of foreigners who might not find the story authentic because it's not what they're looking for. And I think that a lot of Nigerian creatives meet this hesitation from our global customers.
Yeah.
There's always this need for a hard knock story. You would meet rappers or musicians who grew up pretty basically middle class, and they're telling you, when I was in the ghetto, you were never in the ghetto, right? So I would like to encourage more creatives to be authentic to their background, to how they grew up. There's nothing wrong with being middle class, or if you're a Nepo baby, please enjoy your Nepo babiness. You know, you're lucky to be born into generational wealth. You don't need to hide it. You don't need to pretend to have a hard knock story, because that's what is going to make people. No, that shouldn't be our selling point anymore.
Has sold for a lot of people, Sha. I'm not saying they should keep selling the hard knock story idea, but it has sold for a lot of people.
We can balance it out. You know, it's one thing to tell the authentic stories of people who have really lived that reality. Because here's what happens. If you have someone who already has access telling you that, oh, I grew up in the ghetto, blah, 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 that's all we're going to focus on. What of the actual people who live in the ghetto, right? Nobody is going to be interested in telling their stories, because you already have this attractive celebrity who is supposed to be the representative of that demographic, right? So I think if we all just are honest
in telling our stories,
there will be room to tell the stories of the people who don't necessarily have a voice. We can now provide platforms for them to tell their own stories in their own authentic way.
All right.
Yes.
So Elizabeth / Michaela. So now let's talk about how technology. Elizabeth, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So let's talk about how technology is changing businesses, yeah, and helping it grow and reach a global audience. I mean, we can't deny the fact that we're now using technology to sell our business or whatever it is we're doing from here to the rest of the world. So I wanted to speak to me how, in the most simplest form or in the most realistic way, how innovation and tech can help made in Nigeria be very competitive globally?
Thank you. And I will first start with China. And I say that because they've been a country that have used made in China. They kind of scaled that globally, right? And so when we look at what they are doing, you see how they're using technology. You see how they've used like the Alibaba website. It's a unified ecosystem, right? It's a platform that regardless of what service you're looking for, what product you're looking for, you will find it on that system. So I feel like for technology and made in Nigeria, what we need to do is use technology to boost and to showcase our local excellence for the global audience. And how can we do that? We have a unified ecosystem of people, channels, technology, and also so that way, and what that means essentially is for a small business, for instance, like Loomcraft, she can use like traceability tools to show, from start to finish of her production, the authenticity in that process. Use social media, branding, creativity, creativity to showcase that on social media. You're showing people the process of how you do this production. That builds trust, which is one of the gaps, which is one of the major gaps to go scaling these things global, because a lot of people still look at it like, oh, it's made in Nigeria chocolate. But like she rightly said, it's sugar and it's cocoa. And that's product that we have richly in Nigeria. Yeah. So by using technology and then also just implementing a robust financial system, fintech is great in Nigeria. For purchases, and I've had that challenge myself, for purchases from here to Nigeria, sometimes it could be challenging. You can't trace your money when you use the platform. Sometimes you have challenges around where did the fund go, did she receive the money? So you see those kind of venues needs to be tightened up. And then also you have logistics, and I know that's a major problem, and I'm sure Michaela can tell me more about that. But that's also another part of the problems that we have. How can we now use technology? By implementing a robust technology-backed logistics systems. So when a product is coming from Loomcraft to me, or even globally, I can trace it. We need to create a robust and local ones. I know we use the likes of international logistics company, and it becomes very expensive, not manageable for small, medium enterprises. So we need to have our own local logistics platform that is robust, that technology is backing. We need to have our processes really needs to be improved using technology. There are tools out there. We have Nigerians are building tools locally, even in Nigeria, that is of international standard that we can implement. And so I believe that's the best way to implement, to use technology to back made in Nigeria, to scale it globally, having a unified ecosystems where people can shop locally, just similar to what we have in Alibaba. I don't want to go to 20 websites to be able to shop. I want to be able to come in to a unified platform, and I can search based on the category. You're looking for on one platform. Everything is in there, and it's backed by technology. The logistics, the shipping, and everything is on there. It showcases us, like for foreigners wanting to come onto our platform, they have one place to go to shop all of our products, all of our services, to go. Because if you're selling to Nigerians in diaspora, that's different. We know the website to go. If I want something from Loomcraft, I go to Loomcraft. But for international audiences that we're trying to sell to, they will not be able to search and go to multiple platforms. We need a unified ecosystem for them to be able to shop made in Nigerian products.
Okay. Also, I feel like you've gotten a lot of expo, because all the examples show is in Loomcraft. But we're going to go on a very quick break. But before we go, I just wanted to say something quickly. Yeah. So you are a local manufacturer. So how do you or other local entrepreneurs like yourself, how are you able to make made in Nigeria attractive to even Nigerians and then globally?
I think it's not very difficult, right? Because Nigerians now want that sense of ownership. They want to take pride in something, right? So we've received massive support. I mean, we're up against brands that have massive goodwill that they've gathered over the years. Around the world. You know, they're popular around the world. But people want an opportunity to patronize Nigeria. And we've been able to survive, thrive over the past 5 years mainly because of the acceptance that we received from
Nigerians.
From Nigerians.
Oh, fantastic.
From Nigerians. So it's like it's there for the taking. Let me put it that way. The support is there for the taking, and we just need to show up in a way that is presentable. So when you talk about the quality of your product, what does it taste like? What does it contain? And one of the things that we do is that we lean into our local produce. So we have a range of flavors that feature Nigerian-grown items: sesame, ginger, cashew, coffee. And instead of running away from the fact that, oh, it's sourced in Nigeria, it's made in Nigeria, we lean into it. We shout it from the rooftops.
So every single thing in your chocolate is sourced and grown here in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to continue the conversation shortly, but let's bring you some responses that we got from the streets. We went on the streets and we asked some Nigerians, when you hear made in Nigeria products, what comes to your mind? Quality, pride, or creativity? And here were the responses that we got.
Made in Nigeria, some people see it as if it's inferior, but to me, Nigeria is trying. In terms of like copper, production of cable or electricity, Nigeria has one of the best. So I believe in made in Nigeria.
Improvement, meaning we are no longer importing that item. We have started, the quality may not be there, but at least it's a hope. Yes. Quality may not be there, but there's a hope that somebody is doing something about it. Nobody is silent, nobody is only importing. Somebody is thinking of how to do it locally, using our resources, using our indigenous, our labor. They are being put to work. That is the main thing that comes to my mind.
It's just fake that comes to my mind. Will this still last? If you tell me that this phone like this is made in Nigeria, I will look at it, I will ponder over it, I will think and think and think again before I even buy the phone. Because I will consider if the system is like this and the people is like this, and maybe the people that are producing this thing are behaving like this, how would they produce something that is quality? How would they produce something that is dependable, that has warranty? You understand, ba? So I believe that it's not necessarily mean that the thing is fake, but because of the government, the people and the mentality, the society, the norms here, I believe that it's fake, it's not real.
Well, what comes to my mind is less quality, because most of our products in Nigeria have not yet, should I say, it has not yet improved up to that of so many other countries. So we believe that anything coming from Nigeria is of less quality.
Don't you see that Nigeria are trying their best to be creative, at least?
Yes, we know that, but they are not yet there yet. We are not yet there. But still, that's the first thought that comes to my mind.
It's creativity. Yes.
Explain it.
This is because, when you hear other country doing this, doing that, you're wondering why is your country is not be in the same suit. So when you hear that, okay, Nigeria is also producing car, so another this thing, that's okay, fine. Nigeria is also doing well. That is creativity.
I'm very happy that we are productive, that we are not buying foreign things. Gradually, we become experts. Yeah. So we encourage our industry by buying our own products. You understand me? Gradually, they will be developing. Then one day, they will do the best. And sometimes, some made in Nigeria are better than imported ones. But simply because we have that in mind of inferiority on our product, so we didn't patronize our people.
Okay, what comes to my mind is creativity and productivity, and also us taking advantage of what we have in Nigeria too.
We believe so much, anything abroad, overseas, they are they are the authentic. Anything abroad, anything over there. But at times, not even like that. Even in Nigeria, here, we are trying. We are trying. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Our shoes, our bags.
No, we believe that anything in Nigeria is Aba. Especially our shoes, our bags. They're mostly from Abas. But it's not if they are bad. Agriculture, we are trying. In agriculture, we are trying. After most of the foods that we export food now to other countries. So as for food, we are trying.
Our fashion
Oh, top notch.
Top notch.
Yes, Nigeria. They are trying. They are there. Even about music, every other things, but of course we talk of maybe let's say phone now. Of course, even in Africa we don't produce phone. You know that. So everything, if you have phones more in Nigeria, you should know what comes to your mind is it's fake. Electronics generally in Nigeria that mostly, you know.
All right, those were the responses we got from the streets, and this is still the Medley Show. We're still celebrating Made in Nigeria. I have joining us now Solomon Garba, who is the lead designer for Aguru Designs. Solomon, welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to be seeing a few of your designs right now, but I'm going to quickly, in 1 minute, ask you the same question that we asked them on the street. When you hear Made in Nigeria, what comes to your mind? Pride, quality, or creativity? I'm sorry, Imikila.
Creativity is what comes to mind.
How about you?
Creativity.
Creativity.
Creativity, 100%.
Of course you are.
Creativity,
Elizabeth,
100%.
can you still hear me? Can Elizabeth still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, the same question I asked them. When you hear Made in Nigeria, what comes to mind? Pride, quality, or creativity?
Creativity, 100%.
Okay, so we all think Nigeria is very creative. That's nice. All right, then let's start by showing you some creative pieces from Aguru Designs. Let's have the first model, please. So while the strut the runway, you're going to be telling me what inspired the design.
So wanted to make something that has colors, that has shapes, that has a lot of design. So that was what created this beautiful outfit.
Does it have a name?
No, it's just...
It's just a normal rich auntie vibes.
Yes. It's called the kaftan. It's called the Aguru kaftan.
The Aguru kaftan.
Yeah, the Aguru kaftan.
Okay, so the next one.
This is our essay set. Still shapes, designs. So, and this was made for like the women. Looks really, really beautiful. This was like one of our bestsellers.
I mean the top, yes.
You don't like shorts?
Not the shorts. Okay, the next one. Yeah, this is another. Oh,
I wouldn't say, and this is my favorite, but I'm in love with this piece.
So, I think I'm in love with it too.
Yeah, so he has
and
the
back. Model is walking.
She knows what she's wearing, so of course. She's very impressed with what she's wearing, so why not?
She's feeling herself,
yes, Yes.
Okay, let's have one more.
This is also one of our rich auntie vibes.
Yeah, this is another rich auntie.
Yeah, so and these are
because I see you in this one.
I see myself.
This is one of our beautiful kaftans. Different shapes, different colors, just bold, and it just speaks African, it speaks authenticity. So
it does speak African.
Yeah.
So when you're creating your designs, like what inspires the designs that you create?
So we look at like what is around us, our environment, and what we can think of, what we know Nigeria to be, yeah, and then like what our customers have been requesting for. So that's like what
this one.
This. So this also has to do with colors, so has to do with shapes, yeah. So that's one of our. And
what's this fabric called? Is this the Adire?
Yes, and this is the Adire fabric.
Oh, okay.
This is the Adire fabric.
Oh.
Our fabrics are
the models love their outfits because they're telling their own story.
They don't want to move.
The outfit.
They don't want to.
That's really
Thank you.
Okay, now this is hot. If I'm allowed to say that. This is really hot.
Yeah.
This you can wear to the beach.
Anywhere, to the beach, to the club, for gatherings, anything. Just very easy, breezy wear. Yeah. So this is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we have to style it with the filler.
Where
just
did
to
you
give
find
it
your models? They love the outfits.
Yeah, so we have to give them the filler just to make it more Nigerian, to look more Nigeria. So that's.
I like the burst of colors.
Yeah, that's what Aguru is known for, colors. So we like a lot of colors. People can express themselves any way you want in Aguru. So.
Does it speak to Nigeria and be a very colorful? Our culture is very colorful.
Of course. I mean, we've had pop-ups in America. We've had pop-up in Nigeria as well, in Abuja to be precise. So the community has really been opened, and they really loved what we've been doing so far.
Okay. This is also beautiful. This is also nice. Well done, Aguru. I love each and every one of them. Elizabeth, which of these pieces do you see yourself in?
Oh, the rich auntie vibes.
The rich auntie. You see why I called you Michaela? Because both of you are picking the rich auntie vibes. So Solomon, you know what to make for them. The rich auntie vibes. Oh, I can totally rock the white shirts and the big Adire pants.
Yeah.
Maybe just like
that's also what I'm wearing
shorts.
as well.
Yeah, maybe not the shorts,
okay.
But the other one, yes, I can totally rock them. This is really nice, and it speaks Nigerian. This is authentic Nigerian. Thank you so much, and Solomon, well done.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
telling our Nigerian stories with your outfit.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now we'll take a quick break on the Medley Show. When we come back, more designs to grace your screen. Stay with us. The Medley Show.
Feel the mix, the beat creator.
Tryna go infinite. Anything you want, I go buy for you. Put him on Jara on top of you. Sappy get way don't pass yeah. You be the butter in my bread. Oroma you to set you odo alone. Now you be the butterflies in my belly. My body they me see your touch alone. Are you hold me down last night? They make my heart so massive. The feelings I felt is so wrong. Bami fo, bami sorrow. Make a baby, make you popo. I be make you meet for my corolla. Bami fo, bami sorrow. Make a baby, make you popo. I be make you meet for my corolla. Oh, chocolate, make I be your any get you. Chocolate, chocolate, make I be your any get you. Chocolate, baby malo hesitate. Girl, you too fine, you don't know. Karashita majolo, spend the money like a colo. Yeah. Girl, you too fine, you don't know. Karashita majolo, spend your money like I no keshenchi. Yeah. Idoti ya baby jajojo, ibadi la raba ye gbesuma mi, mama nawa fura bo balejo, emi la ma bo ojoro. Anything where you want, I go buy for you. I go buy. You know say this about to make me go crazy. You be the butter in my bread. Oroma you to set you alone. Now you be the butterflies in my belly. My body they me see your touch alone. Yeah. Are you hold me down last night? They make my heart so massive. The feelings I felt is so wrong.
Welcome back. This is still the Medley Show, and we are still celebrating Made in Nigeria. Time now to show you our second set of Made in Nigeria pieces. But these ones are kind of edgy, and they bring some sort of street vibes, but authentically Nigerian. And joining us now is Babs with the Vibes, the creative director for No Label Studios.
Hi.
Welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Yeah, I can already tell from your fit that you're bringing something different from Aguru to the table. So let's talk about your designs. What inspires your designs?
So a lot of my designs are inspired by African heritage. I believe there's a lot of history that is left unsaid, and a lot of people don't have access to this history and this information. So what we've been able to do is we created a new genre of fashion. It's called Afro Transcendence.
I've never heard that, but let's see them. Let's see them. Let's have the first model strut the runway.
Let's give you some sci-fi.
Let's have the first one. Afro Transcendence.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to explain how Afro Transcendence this is.
Okay. So for starters, this particular outfit is called the Royal Cord. It's a combination of 3 different fabrics.
Okay.
So we'll start from the basics. Ashoke. So Ashoke is a royal fabric, and it has a lot of heritage from the Yoruba people where I'm from. So what we've been able to do is to combine Ashoke with chinos fabric, which is majorly a modern day type of fabric, and also ribbed fabric, which is also a more flowy fabric. So it's taking African heritage, Asian styles,
with contemporary.
Yeah, contemporary, and then we took a bit of, for the cuts, we took ideas from the Japanese kimono, which is over like 1,000 years. So for the feet, what we decided was, how can we merge different continents to create something new?
So like a fusion.
Yes, so it's a fusion of African heritage, Asian philosophy, and Japanese silhouettes, all in one
Okay,
fit.
okay,
Yeah.
this is nice. Let's see the next fit. This is nice. Afro Transcendent, you called it.
Yes, Afro Transcendent.
I hope I don't forget that. So that when I see someone wearing it on the road, I'll say, oh, that's an Afro Transcendent outfit.
Yeah, so
that's a mouthful, right?
a way to pay attention to it is the combination and the fusion of the fabrics. So a lot of designers.
Let's see the next one. Let's see the next outfit. Okay, this is called.
Now, this is also part of the royal family. To start with, if you look at the ashoke, there are beads and there are pearls on it. So it signifies our history, where we're from as well. And the combination, the colors, velvet, has a lot to do with royalty. So what we were able to do is infuse identities from multiple continents and to bring an African edge to it. So it's very Nigerian because the basics of the design is ashoke. But we've been able to combine it with a bit of streetwear. So I feel like what's missing is a lot of our designs are not as wearable because they're basically just African. So I think fusing it gives it an opportunity to touch different continents.
Okay, that's nice, basically. Really nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's see the final fits and then we'll be wrapping up the showcase segment. Let's see the final fit. Okay, a lady, finally.
Yeah.
I was going to say, nigga, why? Okay. This is nice. What do you call this one?
It's also part of the royal family. Now, this is important because this is a combination of velour and ashoke. So royalty is a very big part of this collection, right? So we're picking up fabrics that can speak to royalty. Velvet is a very royal fabric. Like a lot of people in the royal family use velvet. So just combining different royal attires into one outfit to create something new. A new language that speaks to the past, the present, and the future. So we're taking things from the past, infusing modern stuff in the present, and we're saving the heritage for the future. So it's almost like time traveling, right? It's one outfit, but different continents, one story, unified together.
All under the umbrella of Afro Transcendence. Fantastic.
Yes.
It's a mouthful, but I think I've gotten the hang of it. Okay, thank you so much. Elizabeth, I'm sure you like, at least you love this one.
Yes.
But there's no rich auntie vibes here, so I don't think you're
there's no rich auntie vibe. But yeah, but they're good looking.
Okay, thank you so much, Babs. This is really nice.
Thank
and they all speak authentic Nigerian. Thank you so much. All right, then we'll be rounding up the show, final moments of the show. But let me take your time is no longer on our side. So let's take a final words. I'll start with you, Michaela. If you had to speak to Nigerians now, to patronize Made in Nigeria, to be more proud of Made in Nigeria, what would you say to them?
I would just remind us that Nigeria is the country that we have. I mean, even if we do have an option to be elsewhere, Nigeria is the country that we have. So we should begin to foster that pride. You know, there might be reasons why it's difficult. Let's be honest. It might be difficult to have that pride. But it's something that we can work on. It's something that we can foster. Okay. And if we begin to think more charitable thoughts, be more conscious
of it, we will be made in Nigeria ourselves. Okay. Exactly. How about you, Uzo?
I would say, first of all, that the support has been amazing. And one of the things I want to emphasize is that no other person is going to tell our story but us. But it shouldn't stop with this generation. We have to remind or remember to talk to our children as well. So it's very important because there is a lot of foreign influence and the things they're exposed to, the TV, the games, social media. So there's a lot of foreign influence creeping in. So we have to remember to pass along our heritage,
Nigerian spirits,
our love,
to the upcoming generation.
To the upcoming
Fantastic.
generation.
And Elizabeth, your final words as we wrap up the show.
So when we say Made in Nigeria, we're really talking about how Nigeria shows up to the world, right?
Yeah.
So nobody will do that for us. If we want to show the world what we are, our creativity, our resilience, our excellence, we need to do it ourselves. So that's something I want to share with Nigerians today is at every opportunity that we have, we need to be showcasing Nigeria in a positive light. And we have a lot to offer the world. So that will be my final thought. And also just to small businesses that are doing this great work, remember that technology is not competing with their business. It's actually supporting it.
Oh, fantastic. That's a very amazing point. I hope they all remember that. Because I remember when AI came out, everyone thought AI was going to throw a lot of people out of business if AI can do everything. But I'm glad you mentioned that it's actually supporting our business and not competing with our business. Okay, yeah, that's where we wrap it up today on today's edition of the Medley Show.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. My name is Mrs. Lucy McLean. I'm the CEO of Bake for Me Global Cakes. And I'm here to deliver the Independence Day cake to the Medley Show.
Wow, it's from Medley.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's nice. This from Bake for Me Global Cake.
For the Medley Show?
Yeah, for the Medley Show.
Global cakes for the Medley Show.
I'm expecting this cake. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can cut it back, Steve.
Yeah, you blocked me.
And
we have an independence cake. Yay! Congratulations to Nigeria. But because of time, we're not going to have the time to cut it. But I hope everyone finds a way to celebrate Nigeria in their own way. And from me and everyone in there, thank you so much for being part of the Medley Show today. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us today. Until I come your way again next week with another interesting edition of the Medley Show. Keep celebrating Nigeria. Bye for now.
Motivation. Hello, my guy, I'm so delighted. We are chilling in the paradise. I'm adding to something, oh, yeah. Joey Z, my friend, Ubana, my friend. From 0 to Grammy, can't you see? Digiresi carry me far away, far away. Kama mabamo kushalaye. Eni tolowo lo shalaye, shalaye. Kemi na ba wari shalaye. Everything you do, Charlie, never give up. I've been doing this since when I'm 4. It's to believe in and the grace of God. Yeah, and the grace of God. Everything you do, Charlie, never give up. I've been doing this since when I'm 4. It's to believe in and the grace of God. And the grace of God.